haven't seen Grecius Corellius, have you? That foolish old man's taken my pickaxe again. No, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill pickaxe. I'm talking about an ancient Nordic pickaxe. They don't exactly grow on trees, you know. I prefer to handle these things on my own. Look, if you see Grecius, tell him to give me that pickaxe back, and I'll pay you for the trouble. It's the only tool tough enough to crack stalhrim, is what it is. Not many of those beauties left in the world. Forging them is a lost art. The one Grecius borrowed came from the Skull village up north. I, traded them some goods for it. A fine question, and the one that I hear most often from visitors to our town. I wish I had a more romantic tale to tell, but I was simply seeking my fortune and chose Ravenrod to ply my trade. Besides, knowing how to repair bone mold armor wasn't very useful in Riften. I had a friend over there, a dark elf named Van Ryth, a very talented armor smith. Spent a lot of time with the guy swapping smithing techniques. Learned a heck of a lot, including how to repair bone mold. After he moved on to greener pastures, I decided to pack up, move out here, and put those lessons to the test. Been here ever since. Calling stalhrim an ore is like calling my forge a campfire. Some folks say it's enchanted ice, but I think there's more to it than that. I don't think I've come across more than a chunk or two in my lifetime, and smithing's my trade. If you're looking to learn more, you should head over to the Skull village. Someone there's bound to know more about it than I do. No, wait, maybe. I don't know how I know that name. I'm not sure. I don't want to talk about this. Well, it's been a long time since someone from the guilds bothered to make their way out here. So tell me, how's my brother Delvin? Still spending his nights at the Ragged Flagon trying to win Vex's heart? Good to hear. Damn layabout never even bothers to send his own flesh and blood a letter saying how he's doing. Can you imagine? Anyway, I suppose you're looking for work. Well, I got bad news. This place is drier than a damn bone. Eager to make some coin, eh? That's the spirit. I'll tell you what. The guild's got a problem out here that I've been trying to deal with for years, but haven't been able to handle. Don't look at me like that. I'm all alone out here, with no one to watch my back. And besides, it's really my problem anyway. I caused it. A fellow Breton who went by the name Esmond Tyne showed up on my doorstep about a fortnight ago. He noticed the shadow marks like you did, and I thought he was one of us. That he did, right out from under my nose. Can you believe it? It's my own formula for improved bone mold. Took me years to perfect. Well, before he ran off, he was talking some nonsense about trying to fence goods to the Reeklings at Castle Karstag. I told him he was crazy to even think about talking to those vicious little buggers, but he wouldn't listen. I'd bet a fat purse of coin that he's either dead or hiding out up there. You do that, and I'll make sure you're set up right. You won't be disappointed. You tell Grecius he better give that pickaxe back to me, or else.
Your actions here have been a blessing to us all, Sergio.
Getting your hands dirty, Outlander.
set foot in these mines for ages. It's strange being back after so long.
I can't believe you found a way to reopen the mines. I don't know how to thank you. Of course. In fact, Councillor Morvain has given you the full run of the place. Help yourself to whatever you like. We're all in agreement that you're entitled to as much as you can carry. The damn fool doesn't even deserve to have it. The pickaxe was made for mining, not selling. I'll bet he stole it from the Skald in the first place. Oh, very well. Here, tell him I hope he drops the thing on his foot. I recognize the name, but I don't know how I know it. It sounds so familiar. It's so strange. I feel like it's from a dream. Something about the Earthstone and a shrine. That's it. That's all I can think of. I've been made the foreman of the mine, thanks to everything you did down there. It's good to get the old nose working again. I missed sniffing out the ebony deposits and getting my hands dirty. Best of all, Aphia isn't so cross when I go down there anymore. Thank you, stranger. Thanks for everything.
I can't thank you enough.
I work for Mogrel. You got a problem, you talk to him.
My apologies for doubting you, Sergio. Your visit here will be tolerated as long as you abide by our law. You might think it's all perfume and roses now that the mine's open, but all I see is a new security problem on our hands. Making sure those shipments of ebony make it safely from the mine to the shipping docks is my new order of the day. And with Solstheim crawling with reavers and Azora knows what else, I can't risk any attacks on Raven Rock. I appreciate the help you've been giving us.
Drayler, I have a message for you.
Tell my father if he wants to speak to me, he should do it in person.
It's not from your father.
It's busier now that things are starting to look up.
Oh my goodness.
I guess
I'm
I might
so
stay
sorry,
a bit
Geldis.
longer after all.
Please,
Oh,
tell me,
hello.
what did he say?
You looking for a handout or something?
He said he'll meet you.
Your actions here have been a blessing to us all.
He said you knew what it means.
I do. Thank you.
You've brought Raven Rock back from the brink.
Find my pickaxe yet?
Thank you.
So, you finally tracked down old Cresius, eh? Quite a character, isn't he? Tell you what, since you went through all the trouble of finding it for me and all, you keep it. I just wanted to remind that codger you can't just go around taking things from other people. Now that you've delivered the message, I'm satisfied. Besides, that pickaxe hasn't done me any good in years. Maybe you can put it to good use. Bring your weapons and armor to me. I'll fix it up right.
Yeah, so, what can I get you? Got everything from potions to pitchforks.
You got a good thing going here now that you've reopened the mines. Don't let it go to waste.
fan of the sun. It would be better than this.
Your contribution to our community will never be forgotten. Azura protect you.
The mines are open and the shop is busy again. Thank you.
I wasn't sure I'd make it off this farm alive. I wish I could have said the same for my man here. I could use your help. I could use your help. Some of the Veteran Guard have taken to calling them ash spawn. Me, I don't care what they're called. All I know is they're a danger to Raven Rock and they need to be stopped. I was going to search for clues that might lead me to wherever they're coming from. I know it isn't the best place to start, but we know they've been coming from this direction. Good. I can use all the help I can get. Besides, I don't feel comfortable leaving Raven Rock behind, and I'd hate to lose any more Veteran Guard. We were searching the farm when the ash spawn ambushed us. Have a look around and see if you can turn up anything useful. No one knows, really. Superstitious folks say they're the risen forms of those that died long ago, but I'm not so certain. They started attacking the bulwark a few weeks ago. My men were able to kill them, but they keep coming back. We've had 2 other assaults on the bulwark, at different spots on the wall. I know it sounds crazy, but it's almost like they're becoming more organized and probing it for weaknesses. Exactly. Something has to be directing them against us, and we need to find out who or what it is. I don't. All I know is that the ash spawn are coming from this direction, so this is as good a place to start as anywhere else. Good thing the farm's been abandoned for a long time. I'd hate to see what they would do to an unarmed farmer and his family. Not sure. I was told it was an old Imperial farm that was wiped out by the eruption of the Red Mountain. Not certain who lived there. It was already a pile of rubble when I arrived in Raven Rock. I might know someone. No, maybe not. I can't remember. I can't. I just can't be sure. I think maybe it had something to do with a temple. A temple here on the island. Does that help? I've had to muster some more men to protect the mine, but I don't really have a problem with that. Second Councillor Arano is concerned that once word reaches the Reavers that the mine has reopened, they might think about paying us a visit. I say let them try. My men are ready for them. Report back to me if you discover anything unusual. you found something? This is strange. The note says it's from General Falks Carius, but that's impossible. Well, Carius was the Imperial garrison commander at Fort Frostmoth, but he died over 200 years ago when the Red Mountain leveled the place. There's no way he could still be alive. If General Carius is still alive, there must be something keeping him that way. I need you to head out to Fort Frostmoth and check it out. I'm gonna head back to Raven Rock and prepare the men for further assaults. Be careful. This General Carius sounds out of his mind.
Squatting isn't tolerated in the abandoned buildings. You need a place to stay. Obey our laws, or suffer the consequences.
Damn ash.
Can I help you?
Your contributions have earned you citizenship here, friend. I'll always consider you one of us. Solstheim is theoretically under my rule, but without revenue from the mine, I lack the resources to actually govern anything but Raven Rock itself. Not that there's much beyond the confines of our town anyway. Well, there's a small enclave of Nords to the north in Skal Village. They pretty much keep to themselves, and we both like it that way. Then there's Tel Mithrin to the east. The Telvanni live out there. Sort of a strange lot. But since we're both from Morrowind, we get along. Other than that, Solstheim is crawling with bandits and Reeklings. But that's to be expected living in a frontier like this. You've never heard of House Redorin? We're the mightiest of the great houses, and we lead the Council, the ruling body of Morrowind. This isn't Skyrim, Outlander. A group of powerful and influential Dunmer families have been ruling Morrowind for millennia. They embody a council made up of 5 great houses: Telvanni, Dres, Indoril, Sadras, and Redorin. Well, of course, with 4 other houses on the council, someone has to keep the rabble organized. Our house leads the council by virtue of our preeminence in battle, wisdom, and ancestral glory. Yes, I imagine it would to someone not of our people. If you're interested in pursuing the subject, Help yourself to any of the historical volumes in my library. With the mines open, Raven Rock has become a significant colony of the Dunmer people again. I've been able to convince my superiors at House Redoran to send me the resources that they've been denying, now that we're deemed more important. Soon, we'll have a steady supply of workers and materials to keep things going for years to come. Do I? What a strange thing. It sounds so familiar, and yet I cannot place the name.
Minori over at the Iron Farm should be still mixing potions if you're seeking that sort of thing. Far west end of town.
Time to die!
Deep. I know things, hidden things, things you aren't supposed to know. You don't believe me. No one does. They don't want to. I don't want to either. But I can't help it. They're in my head. Secret, hidden things. The secret kind. The black book. It shoved them in there with black, slick fingers. My fingers are too short. I can't get them out. Oh no, I didn't find it. It found me. Here, I'll show you. See? Right there. But don't go there. You don't want these things in your head. You don't. You don't. Never should have come here.
Where'd you come from? Done and done.
Getting your hands dirty, Outlander.
I was always taught to avoid these types of ruins. I think I see why now.
If it wasn't for the bulwark, we'd be digging our houses out from...
The mine's open, people are buying drinks, and I'm making money. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Here, do you?
That seems inadvisable. Oh, fascinating. By touching the stone, you appear to have fallen under whatever influence is
What
affecting the other.
faithless minds have stolen?
I wonder how
Road's
long this
ever near
effect will
to
last. Perhaps it is permanent.
Your eyes once were blinded.
Our hands once were idle.
Now,
That
through
would be a
them,
shame.
do
You are
I
an
speak.
interesting exception to the otherwise universal
And when
phenomenon.
the world shall see.
And when the world
Ah, so you are
remembers.
able to resist the effect by exerting your will.
That world will cease to be.
I would not advise touching the stone again. The effects of repeated contact could be... Unless, of course, you'd like to contribute
Here in
to my
this
investigation, which could be very enlightening to observe
That they
you.
have forgotten. Here do we toil.
You need to talk some sense into your husband.
You can't get blood from a stone.
You got a good thing going here now that you've reopened the mines. Don't let it go to waste. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Bring your weapons and armor to me. I'll fix it up right. Glover Mallory's the name. If you're looking for a smith, you found one of the best. Either you're here to get showered on sparks, or you're looking for something to buy. Out with it. Steel, dwarven. If it's broken, I can mend it.
I work for Mogul. You got a problem, you talk to him.
I'll give you this
I don't know
morning
who
only
sent
once.
you here, but
Stay
you've
out of
given
my
us something
way.
to build on here.
Just fine.
I hope someday we can... I think I can teach you a thing or two.
Galen said our customer in Windhelm wants more of that barn. I don't want you hunting them again. You almost got killed last time.
Ah, so you're an alchemist then? Remember, I have plenty of potions and ingredients if you're ever in the market.
I got those special poisons you asked for.
Why don't you say that even louder?
It's busier now that things are starting to look up. I guess I might stay a bit longer after all.
Put it on my account. I said put it on my account.
See for yourself.
That's the end of it. Understand?
Mining gear? No. However, I used to sell East Empire pendants until I ran out of them. A popular little item. It's an amulet that was made exclusively for the East Empire Company. They gave them to their workers as an incentive at one point, a kind of reward for extra effort. They're no longer being made, so they've become a collectible. I'd love to get my hands on a few of them.
Disgusting.
Well, well. Seems you're proving fairly useful for an outlander. Here's your coin. Keep bringing me more, and I'll keep paying you for them. The East Empire pendants are scattered all over, so leave no stone unturned.
Oh, hello. You looking for a handout or something?
You there. You don't seem to be in quite the same state as the others here. Very interesting. May I ask what it is you're doing here? Mirak. It sounds familiar, and yet I can't quite place... Oh, wait, I recall. But that makes very little sense. Mirak's been dead for thousands of years. I'm not sure. But it is fascinating, isn't it? Perhaps it has some relation to what's going on here. Quite unexpected. I'm afraid I can't give you any answers, but there are ruins of an ancient temple of Mirax toward the center of the island. If I were you, I'd look there.
Far from ourselves.
Building something, clearly. And yet they don't seem to have much to say about it. I'm very interested to find out what happens when they finish. Certainly not. Doing so would interfere with whatever is going on, and I would be unable to see how this all turns out. It's the homeland of the Dunmer. The lesser races call us Dark Elves. We built great works there, like Vivek and Aldru. Many of them are destroyed now, either by Red Mountain or the Argonian invasion.
Now through that. Does he speak?
The ash from Red Mountain holds secrets. Secrets?
Not much contact with others around here. Not small.
Where'd you come from? Where'd you come from? be good to get out of the sun for a while. Who's there?
An invader has entered the fort. Prepare yourselves for an ambush! Fort Frostmoth will never fall. Long live the Empire!
What now? Alright, let's see what you have. Where'd you come from? Stay on your guard.
What was
Who's
that?
there? Who's there?
Looks like we got ourselves a...
I'm gonna bleed you.
the book in my dream showed me. Touch the sky like a dragon. There's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about.
I'm flying!
What?
Watch yourself.
I work for Mogul. You got a problem, you talk to him.
What news do you bring from Fort Frostmoth? I had my suspicions that he was undead. How else could he have survived for over 200 years? It's a shame. There are quite a few tales of General Curius's exploits, including the founding of Raven Rock. Councillor Morvain told me to give this to you if you made it back in one piece. And you got rid of General Curius. Better than a soldier's pay, so you should be thankful. I'm sorry to bother you, but Second Councillor Rano asked me to come find you. He said it's quite urgent. All he wanted me to do is track you down and send you to him. Look, this is important. Even more important than wiping out the Ash Spawn. Please, go speak to the Second Councillor as soon as possible. I'm sorry, I've already said too much. Talk to Second Councillor Arano if you're willing to help us.
Oh, hello. You looking for a handout or something?
If you're looking for the East Empire Company, they've been gone for over 100 years. Try being here.
Yeah, so, I'm beginning to like this partnership. Here you go. If you need any if you're looking to buy, take a look. If you need any supplies, you know where to find me.
Thank you for coming. After everything you've already done for Ravenrock, I hate to ask for more, but I can't risk Councillor Morvain being killed. The Ulan family of House Lalu, a rival great house, has placed a death mark on the Councillor's head. It's a private matter. Let's just say they seek revenge for the execution of one of their own, ordered by Councillor Morvain himself. The problem is, I don't have any solid proof that anyone from House Lalu is hidden among us. Only my suspicions. It may be justified, but it certainly isn't appreciated. Councillor Morvain simply feels that I'm being paranoid. I'm afraid that one day I'll awaken and discover him dead. I don't want it to come to that. I do. I've received some information from my sources that there could be elements of Ulan's house, House Lalu, already in Ravenrock. Ravenrock is a small settlement, so it's hard to accomplish anything in secret. If any of them is from House Lalu, I wouldn't be able to make a move without them knowing. I had a feeling you'd be willing to listen to me. I need you to start out by being my eyes and ears. Search Ravenrock and see if you can root out these traitors. The best place to start would be Geldis Sadri, over at the Retching Netch Corner Club. If he provides you any leads, check them out before bringing them to my attention. Can't afford to make any mistakes. Don't worry. You can trust Geldis. He's been with us for a long time.
I can't believe Ravenrock Mine is open. Finally.
Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club, home of the finest Sioux jammer that will ever grace your lips. Well, well, Adril's got himself a spy, does he? Well, Zura knows he needs all the help he can get. He's been chasing the Ulans for years now. No, I just think he's going about this the wrong way. Actually, I do. If you want to catch those slippery slaughterfish, you need to let them come to you. There's an Ulan ancestral tomb near the temple. Someone's been leaving ash yam offerings on the altar inside. If you were to wait inside for whomever that is, I'm betting they'll have some of the answers you're looking for. What makes you think I haven't? Anytime Adril and the Redarin Guard made a move, the Ulans must have been one step ahead and didn't show up. You can thank me if it works. Until then, I'd head to the tomb and wait until your visitor shows up. When the Dunmer is laid to rest, the body is burned and returned to the ashen soil. Since the ash yam is born of the very same soil, it represents rebirth and renewal, the fact that life ends and begins anew. Back in '95, Vila Ulan came to Ravenrock with a plan to take over our town. But Fetcher thought he could stir up the locals and use them against the Redarin Guard, and then murder Councillor Morvain when we weren't looking. He arrived alone, but spread enough coin around to start changing people's minds. Half the bloody town joined his side. Can you believe that? He underestimated the Redarin Guard. They were organized and brought a swift end to the coup. Vila tried to run, but he was caught by Captain Veleth himself. Vila Ulan was executed a short time later, and his remains placed in the Ulan ancestral tomb. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. Are you joking? You just rented a room from me. Come back any time. My doors are always open.
And when the world shall see him.
And when the world remembers.
That world will hear in his shrine that they have forgotten. Here do we toil,
That we might remember.
here we reclaim.
With the Ashbourne threat taken care of, I can give my men the rest they deserve.
Well done.